missing Marietta.
Oh, thank you. That's extra steps.
Lisa. No, Lisa's
No,
there.
Lisa's
Sorry.
there.
Yeah, we just need Marianne.
Missing
Oh,
Marianne.
Marianne. Just Marianne?
Yeah.
Oh,
We got
Lisa.
your,
Oh, okay.
cheater
Oh, we're
sheet
missing
down.
one more person.
No, go without her. You wanna go get my glasses?
Lisa.
Want to read this? Where's Marianne?
And Marianne?
I think, was she in the bookstore? I don't
All
know.
right.
Marianne's guy was here.
Go ahead and start.
Thank you, Spirit of Unity Choir. Good morning. My name is Monica McDowell Elvig, and I am your center administrator. And I am going to be leading service along with Susan Neidig, who will be leading our meditation. Reverend Charles is here. He's a little under the weather, and so we're going to help out his voice so he can give our talk this morning. We are so glad you are here. Unity of Bellevue honors the divine in each person. We see the divine light in you, and you are welcome here. No matter your background, no matter how you identify yourself, we open our hearts to you, we open our arms to you. You are welcome here. Unity is a positive, practical, progressive approach to Christianity, and we honor the universal truths in all religions. We are so glad you are here. We also want to say a good morning to our online community, so everybody turn around and wave. Welcome. We're so glad you're here as well. If you are new, please visit our welcome table out in the atrium and pick up a welcome packet. There's a connection card in there you can fill out, and you can check mark signing up for our weekly e-newsletter. You can also do that online on our website, unityofbellevue.org. At the bottom of every page is a sign-up form for that newsletter. And if you are new online to us, you can go to the I'm New page and just click that button and select a welcome packet, and I'm happy to send that to you. Also, I want to give a lot of gratitude to Linda Hillesheim and all who helped her do the decorations. Thank you, Linda. They're beautiful as always. Let's begin with our affirmation, our statement of being. There is only one presence and one power, active as my life and as the universe, God the good, omnipotent. Let's pray. We invoke the divine light that shines within us, that shines even in the darkness, the light that fills our hearts and minds and souls with faith and hope, that instills us with the knowing that we are divine, we are one, and all is well. We center in this truth this morning with a deep breath, affirming that no matter the surface reality, the truest reality is one of peace, of love, of joy and comfort this Advent season. We bless this sanctuary now, this time, all of those who are with us in person and virtually. We invoke the light. We give a blessing to all. And so it is, and so we let it be. The lighting of our Faith and Hope First Advent candle is done by Jamie Armstrong this morning. Thank you, Jamie. We light the candle of faith and hope. And with that, it is my pleasure to introduce Tony Surzo, our music director.
Thank you so much, Monica. So at this time, I want to invite April and Jamie to come up and join us. We are demonstrating abundance this morning through our choir, which let's give the choir another hand. And also we're demonstrating abundance by having our house band, Todd on piano, Eric on drums, and of course April and Jamie singing with us. Please stand as you are able and join us in singing. We're going to start off with a lively gospel number. We did it last week, so I think it'll be familiar. Now, 1, 2, 1, 2. I am blessed, I am blessed, every day of my life. I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed. I am free, I am free, I am free, I am free. Every day of my life I am free, 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 free. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am free, I am free, I am free. Let's dance. Day of my life I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed. I am blessed, I am blessed, I am blessed. All right, so please remain standing. We're going to do something a little different, this is a country swing gospel song from 1960. All right, ready?
Yep.
On the wings of a snow white dove, he sent his pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. When trouble surrounds us and evil comes, the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb when these things beset us. He doesn't forget us. He sends down his love.
Sends down his love
On the wings of a dove.
on the wings of a dove.
On the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above.
Sign from above
On the wings of a dove, wings of a
dove.
When Noah had drifted on the flood many days, he searched for dry land in various ways. Troubles he had some, but he forgotten. God sent him his love.
Send him his love
On the wings of a dove.
wings of a dove.
On the wings of a
Snow white dove, he sends his pure, sweet love,
a sign from above.
sign from above.
On the wings of a dove.
Wings of a dove.
On the wings of a snow white dove. He sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above.
Sign from above.
On the wings of a dove.
Wings of a dove.
Thank you. Please be seated. Never a dull moment at Unity of Bellevue. We try to offer a little variety here and there. You don't hear the same thing all the time. This is a Karen Drucker song. We haven't played this one before, but it's a really beautiful song about faith. So, just a B chord there. I have faith. I pray faith. I choose faith. I have faith. I have hope. I pray hope. I choose hope. I am hope. When I trust and I let go, I know all is well. When I trust and I let go, I know all is well. I have love. I pray love. I choose love. I am love. You are love. We are love. All God's children are love. When I trust and I let go, I know all is well. When I trust and I let go, I know all is well.
This is a time in our service where we become quiet and we start with prayer and we turn within in meditation. So as we turn within, connecting to that divine spirit, that which connects us all, we quiet our thoughts and release our cares, entering the sanctuary of our hearts, opening to fresh vision and deeper understanding. We become fully present, centered, and aware of our divine nature. And we know this to be true. Being strong, positive, and powerful, I call upon my faith capacity, casting a new vision of myself, recognizing and realizing the strength, power, and confidence within us. And we know that circumstances, events, or other thoughts do not limit us. Looking beyond appearances, I perceive the truth and stand secure, viewing life through the lens of faith. Faith declares that it is so. For faith is my spiritual strength, and I expect and prepare for only good to unfold. Faith moves me to act to make that so. Faith is the anchor that holds us fast, assuring that good will come to pass. I welcome and celebrate the blessing to come, grateful for my spiritual power of faith. I know that all is well. Feel the strength and awareness of your faith as we become silent together now. We return to right here, right now, confident in our spiritual power of faith. As we move back into this celebration service and the rest of our day, Spirit gently guides us, guides our thoughts and our actions. Our way is clear and certain. Give thanks for this knowing, this deepening of awareness and connection with inner wisdom. When you're ready, open your eyes. Look around at this loving community. blessings of faith and hope are yours today and always. Take faith into every part of your life, spreading God's love into the world around you. We know that this is true, and all is well. So it is. Amen.
Have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. We gotta help each other through thick and thin. These are trying times that we live in. Have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. We got trouble everywhere around the world. There's not a safe place to be for any woman, man, boy, girl. And everywhere you turn, there's destruction and pain. You get a mouthful of promises and a hatful of rain. So have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. We got to help each other through thick and thin. These are trying times that we're living in. So have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. Oh, there's evil all around us. We got to rise up above. We got to fight the good fight with that war we love. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Help is on the way. There's a better tomorrow. I can feel it today. So have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. We got to help each other through thick and thin. These are trying times that we're living in. So have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. Have a little bit of faith. 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 Have a little faith, my friend. We got to help each other through thick and thin. These are trying times that we're living in. So have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. Have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend. Have a little faith, I say. Have a little faith, my friend.
Boy, was that song ever timely. Helping each other through thick and thin. And I am feeling kind of puny. And I am deeply, deeply grateful for the help, you know. So I want to start by saying thank you to Reverend Monica and to Susan and everyone else that's, you know, kind of holding the high watch for me today. I was in real bad shape on Friday. I felt better yesterday, and by last night I thought, oh, I got this thing licked. I'll be fine. And I woke up today, and I was not fine. But I did have some things I wanted to share with you. And this time of year means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to all of us, right? Beginning of the Christmas season. I mean, I know for the stores it probably began before Halloween. Okay, honest truth, in our house, we just swapped out the Halloween tree for the Christmas tree. But this is the beginning of the Advent season. And in Christendom, and as a church that says that we follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, we're at least on the periphery of Christendom. Advent's important to us. It's always been important to me as a minister because the messages are so important to all of us. Before I go any further and before I forget, I also want to personally say thank you to Tony and our choir for the work that they did. And to Linda and all the folks who showed up yesterday to hang the greens, as it's called. I'm reminded of a play I stage managed when I was a senior in college. It was called Christmas All Over the Place. It's kind of like, it's lovely, and it's putting me in the holiday spirit when I didn't have a whole lot of holiday spirit. In a letter that is alleged he wrote to the Romans, the Apostle Paul said, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that you may abound in hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." Today, as we begin Advent, I'm going to focus on hope. Different Christian traditions celebrate different things on the Advent Sundays. We all kind of have our own spin on it. And in Unity, what we tend to do is start off with hope and faith, or hope or faith. And I personally tend to just kind of go every other year. I pick hope or faith. It's funny that I picked hope this year because I'm finding that I needed to give this talk today because I need hope. I've been struggling, and I think this physical outpicturing is just my body's way of expressing how I've been feeling and the emotional load that I've been carrying. And there aren't any accidents, really. Before anybody gets worried, I tested negative for COVID, so, there's that. Yeah. So to be honest, this year, hope is as good as it gets. Hope looks forward, and it dares to visualize a world made whole, even when in the present it seems broken. Hope is that thread that ties those ancient stories of our faith to our contemporary struggles, offering light even in the shadow of darkness. I wore this shirt for a reason today, I guess. Be the light. Be the light. Yeah. Even if your light's very dim, or flickering, like mine is at the moment. We're still called to be the light best we can. This Christmas season, like probably every Christmas season that I stand in a pulpit, I will be using The First Christmas, which is a book by John Dominic Crossan and Marcus Borg for a lot of my source material. I don't think we have any copies of it. We do? Okay. We have copies of it in the bookstore. And I highly recommend it. When I discovered that book and The Last Week, which is their work on Easter week, when I was in seminary, I finally found some explanations of Jesus that made sense to me and, got me to know a Jesus that I 100% believed in and did not have to swallow with a huge lump of salt. It was a moment I had waited my whole life for. I grew up wanting to believe, but I simply could not believe what those other people were telling me. And here, finally, are like guys that are smarter than I am and better educated and, have been studying Jesus a whole lot longer. And it actually, the way they unfold the story, it all makes sense. So in the first Christmas, they invite us into the narratives that we find in Matthew and Luke. And they are two completely separate stories. I know we conflate them all the time. How many of us have or have had in our past a creche, a manger scene that has both shepherds and wise men in it, as well as Jesus and Mary, and maybe even a little drummer boy, right? Right? Yeah. Didn't happen that way. Right? Yep, didn't happen that way. Yeah, Matthew's story, Jesus and Mary didn't even travel to Bethlehem. They already lived there. And the wise men showed up, the Magi, after having visited with Herod. And, they pay homage and they, drop off the gold and frankincense and myrrh and whatnot. And they warn Jesus' parents, hey, I think that guy he intends bad for you all. And then they go home not by way of King Herod, who had wanted to report on what they found. And Jesus and Mary expatriate to Egypt. And they'll wait until Herod dies. And then when they finally return to Israel, they don't even go back to Bethlehem. They want to throw Herod's son off the trail, so they settle in Nazareth. Luke's version of the story, and Luke tells it for a different audience. He starts them out in Nazareth, has them make the journey to Bethlehem, has them found there by common people, by shepherds, among some of the lowest caste citizens of Israel at the time. And there's a lot more to those. Borg and Crossan remind us that these were not just personal tales told about Jesus. I mean, for one thing, they were told decades after his death. Matthew and Luke were written roughly in the 80s and 90s-ish of the first century, which was well after Jerusalem fell. And it was a very dark time for the Jewish people and for everyone living under Roman rule in that part of the world. These were written against the backdrop of that Roman imperial rule, which was a system that perpetuated economic inequality, political oppression, and a culture of fear. The Jewish people living under that empire longed for deliverance and for the fulfillment of ancient promises of peace and justice. So there was a reason that those two guys tacked an origin story for Jesus onto the front end of their Gospels. In Matthew's Gospel, we see the echoes of Moses' story. In fact, he basically sets Jesus up as Moses 2.0. There's a lot of Bible exegesis I could get into there, but just simple example. Herod seeks to kill the infant Jesus. just as the Pharaoh sought to kill the Hebrew children in Egypt. In Luke's gospel, we hear Mary's Magnificat. Now, when you hear it in Latin, it just sounds lovely, right? It is a revolutionary song proclaiming that God has scattered the proud and lifted up the lowly. These are not neutral narratives. They were profoundly subversive, proclaiming a vision of hope in a world that felt hopeless. To their audiences, these stories were not just comforting, they were galvanizing. They offered a glimpse of a new order breaking through the old. The hope that they brought was not about passive waiting, it was a form of resistance. It was an audacious act of imagining a world where God's justice reigns, even when the empire's shadow looms large. So today, when we reflect on these stories from 2,000 years ago, we might wonder, well, what's that got to do with me right now? How does that reflect on us today? Well, like the early Christians, we live in a time when many of us feel the encroaching weight of darkness. We see it in divisions that tear at the fabric of our communities, in the resurgence of violence, hatred, and bigotry, and in the looming threats of environmental crisis and political instability. It is easy to feel overwhelmed, to give in to despair. It is easy. But Advent reminds us that hope does not depend on the absence of darkness. It is born in darkness. The song I sang a couple weeks ago. There's a line that says, "There's a light in the dark when we need it the most." It thrives in the cracks where the light seeps in. And the hope of Advent is not naive optimism or spiritual bypassing. It is the fierce, determined belief that light and love will have the final word and that we will be the ones who make it so. Borg and Crossan emphasize that the birth narratives are not just about spirit entering the world in human form. They are about spirit entering our hearts so that we may transform the world. That transformation begins with hope, a hope that inspires action. So, what's it mean for us to live that hope of Advent in this world that is so desperate for healing? So here are 3 ways that the hope of Christmas can speak to our lives today. Hope as the invocation of the power of imagination. The Christmas stories asked us to imagine a world turned upside down, at least their world turned upside down. It's a world where the meek inherit the earth, where the hungry are filled with good things, and where peace prevails over violence. This kind of hope requires us to see beyond what is to what could be. It asks us to dream boldly even when our present reality seems bleak. For us today, this might mean imagining solutions to seemingly unsolvable problems. It might mean daring to believe that relationships can be healed, that systems of injustice can be dismantled, or that our planet can be Advent hope invites us to co-create with God, to envision and work toward a better world. Number 2, hope as a commitment to justice. You see, the hope that is proclaimed by Matthew and Luke is not a private, personal hope. It is deeply communal and profoundly political. It challenges the structures of power and calls for the liberation of the oppressed. In Mary's Magnificat, we hear the cry of a world longing for justice. He has scattered those with arrogant thoughts and proud inclinations. He has pulled the powerful down from their thrones and lifted up the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good things and sent the rich away empty-handed. Sounds a whole lot different than it does in Latin, right? So how can we embody this hope in our own lives? Sorry about that. Perhaps it looks like standing up for the marginalized, speaking truth to power, for advocating for policies that reflect the values of compassion and equity. Hope compels us to act. Not because the outcome is guaranteed, because, friends, it ain't. But because it is faithful to our vision of the kingdom of God here on earth. Finally, number 3, hope as resilience in the face of fear. So in Luke's version of the Christmas story, the angel appears to Mary and says, "Do not be afraid." And those words are repeated again throughout the Gospels, reminding us that hope is the antidote to fear. Fear tells us to retreat, to protect ourselves, to build walls. Hope invites us to move forward, to reach out, to build bridges. So in our own lives, we kind of ask, where are we letting fear hold us back? Where might hope call us to step out in faith, even when the path is unclear? Advent hope does not promise an easy journey. I might even have to take a side trip to Egypt. But it assures us we do not have to journey alone. We do this together as a community. As a community, we are called to be bearers of hope. In a time when so many people are struggling, we have the ability to embody the light of the Christ for one another and for the world. So how can we as a church live this out? By nurturing one another's hope. Sometimes hope feels fragile, and we need the encouragement of community to keep it alive. Let this be a place where people will find support instead of judgment, and encouragement instead of cynicism. Let us be a light in our community. And whatever the community's needs are, let us be a place where people know that we're doing something about that. This autumn, we've been donating a portion of our tithes to various homeless support organizations here on the east side. 1 month to a men's support organization, one for women and one for children. It just breaks my heart there are homeless children out there right now. And if there are other ways that we can be of help and be of service, I hope we can do that. You know, feeding the hungry, and we have our little free pantry, supporting the lonely. We're advocating for justice. Let us be known as a congregation that lives its hope in action. And by lifting up stories of hope, you know, just like Matthew and Luke were telling a story of hope to their people in a time of darkness, we can share stories of resilience, transformation, and love that remind us of God's presence in our world. And I'm reminded of that story that Miriam told about surviving that hurricane, and you know, the different people that helped them out when, you know, things look really grim. You know, we need more stories like that, and thank you for sharing that one with us. That was really lovely. We have lit the first candle of Advent today. And in addition to kicking off the season, I hope that it will remind us that hope is not just a flicker in the darkness. It is a fire that grows if we build it. Borg and Crossan help us see the Christmas stories as a proclamation that Spirit is with us, working through us and as us, not just in the past, but here and now, in our struggles and in our dreams. So this Advent, I invite us all to be people of hope. Reach out and find whatever hope you can. May we dare to imagine the world as it can be. May we commit ourselves to the work of justice. And may we find resilience in the face of fear, knowing that the light of the Christ shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Please join me in prayer. May the Spirit of hope fill you with all joy and peace, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. So it is.
When the rain would fall down, I'd just stare out my window, dreaming of what could be. And if I'd end up happy, I would pray, trying hard to reach out. When I tried to speak out, felt like no one could hear me. Wanting to belong here, something felt so wrong here, so I prayed I could break away. I spread my wings and I learned how to fly. I do what it takes till I touch the sky. Gotta make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget all the ones that I love. Gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break under a palm tree. Feel the rush of the ocean. Feel a motor fast train. Travel on a jet plane far away. Break away. I spread my wings and I learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. Gotta make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. But I won't forget all the ones that I love. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Buildings with 100 floors, swinging with revolving doors. Maybe they don't know where they take me. I gotta keep moving on, fly away, break away. Out of them days that I learn how to fly. I do what it takes till I touch the sky. Gotta make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. But I won't forget all the ones that I love. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, break away. Oh, and break away.
Thank you so much. Are you feeling lifted up? More hope and more light and more faith than when you came in? Thank you to everyone, Reverend Charles, for that heartfelt talk and for our wonderful musicians. We're so grateful for you. Now is a time in our service when we demonstrate our knowing of divine generosity and divine abundance. If you are new here, this is what we do. I'm going to squeeze by. We have you come down the center. Our usher will escort each of you by row. And if you are bringing something physically, you can place it in our red Christmas basket this morning. And then exit to the side that you are as you take a spiritual vitamin pill, as Reverend Charles calls it, an affirmation for you for your week. If you are giving online, there are many ways to do that. You can find it on your screen through our website. The tithe for December is for Friends of Youth. It is an East Side shelter for young people in Redmond, so we bless that as well this morning. Let us join together in our offering affirmation. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving. This is the bounty of God, and I send it forth with wisdom and joy.
Sisters with me, we are family.
Let's raise our hands in blessing. We give thanks for the divine generosity and abundance demonstrated in and through this community. We give thanks for these tithes and love offerings, invoking the law of circulation that as we give, we receive. We are so blessed in the giving, and we bless each one here who has given of time and talent, of heart and service. We know that this offering will go out to do a great and mighty work in us and through us to our surrounding community. We are so grateful, and so it is. I'm just going to stay right up on stage and just segue right to announcements. So here we go. We are so glad that you are here with us. After every service, we have one-on-one prayer available. Looks like Miriam and Lori are both available for one-on-one prayer. They will be up at this front of the sanctuary here if you have any prayer requests. There are also prayer request cards in your seat backs you can fill out and pull it in the prayer box by the south entrance. And if you're online, you can go to our website, unityofbellevue.org, go to the prayer page and fill out a prayer request form there. That goes to our prayer chaplains to pray through the week. We always have a lunch as well following every service. Kathy Lane is hosting. We're grateful for her and her service, and Patty as well for organizing all of our hospitality ministry. It's a great meal, a great time to get to know people better and get to know new people, so join us for that. We have our ongoing sale of our 12 Powers Inspirational Calendar, $20 in the bookstore. We'd love to have everyone have one, and we'll all be focusing on the same divine idea every month. So that's a nice spiritual practice for us to do as a community. We also have a free booklet for you. Sorry, I dropped the mic there. It's great for this season. Do not be afraid. And you can get those on your way out, or there's some in the atrium and in the bookstore. So grab one of those. This week, we are collecting food for the Little Free Pantry. That's a sacred service for our spirit group, so bring in your food staples on Sundays, and if you're here on Wednesdays, open hours, we have a bin in the atrium. We're also going to be having a love and appreciation brown bag discussion this Wednesday, knowing Reverend Charles will be 100% for that, 11:30 to 1:30 a.m., so if you'd like to join in a discussion on how you're doing, bring a brown bag lunch and join in. This Saturday, this weekend is our big weekend. We have our holiday cookie exchange. That's at 11 a.m. If you would like to join in with that, Marcy is leading that up, and she can answer any questions for you. We also have our arts and crafts fair happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And we are going to ask for some favors today. If you have time today, if you have the physical ability to do so, we need to bring out all of those rectangular tables for our arts and crafts fair, so you could join in maybe after lunch doing that. We also have our holiday concert with Ron a Yellow Robe this Saturday at 7. You can buy tickets online. There will be tickets available at the door, but if you get them ahead of time, please go to our website or through the newsletter and get those tickets. It'll be a great evening of helping us get in the spirit as well of the season. So I think that's all for today. Let's close with a peace song, followed by the prayer for protection.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God
God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful week. We love you. We are grateful for you.